Tina storms in angrily, knocks all the food off the table, and starts yelling at her mother-in-law. Behind the scenes, it shows that Tina notices a wound on the child's leg and says to her mother-in-law, "There's a cut on his leg, I'll go get some medicine for him." As soon as she leaves, the mother-in-law spits on her hand and says, "This wound will heal with saliva." At that moment, Tina sees her doing this and quickly says, "Mom, what are you doing? There are a lot of bacteria in your mouth. This can cause an infection." The mother-in-law scolds her and says, "Bacteria? What bacteria are in my mouth? Do you think I'm dirty?" Tina starts to respond angrily but stops herself. After thinking for a moment, she smiles and says, "No, Mom. A healthy person's mouth contains about 500 types of bacteria. They don't disinfect wounds and can actually increase the risk of infection." The mother-in-law replies firmly, "I don't have anything like that. I raised all 3 of my kids this way. You think you know more than me? Don't I care about my grandson?" She mutters angrily and walks away. After a while, Tina calls Jack and says, "Honey, the baby has a fever and it's not going down. Please come back so we can take him to the hospital." Jack replies, "Okay, hang up, I'm on my way." Meanwhile, the grandmother touches the child's face and says, "Oh, his face is very hot. There's no need to go to the hospital, just give him some medicine and wait a bit." She goes to get medicine and returns, saying, "Come on, take this." Tina stops her and says, "Mom, that's adult medicine. It shouldn't be given to children." The mother-in-law insists, "Then just give half." Frustrated, Tina says, "Even half is not safe. It's too strong for children and could harm his liver." The mother-in-law responds in an annoyed tone, "Nothing I do is ever right for you." Ignoring her, Tina picks up the child and says, "I don't have time to argue right now," and leaves. The next day, Tina is packing the child's school bag. The mother-in-law brings some snacks and says, "Take these with you." Tina refuses and says, "Mom, the school doesn't allow snacks anymore." She gives the child some water and starts talking to him. The mother-in-law sits beside the child and says, "Go do your work, I'll take care of my grandson." Tina agrees and leaves. After Tina leaves, the mother-in-law secretly puts snacks into the child's bag. Later at the dining table, Jack smiles and says, "What's the occasion? There's so much food today." Tina politely replies, "It's to celebrate the child's first day of school." As she picks up a piece of food to give to the child, he says, "Mom, I feel itchy." Tina gets worried and looks at his arms, saying, "There are red marks on his arms, and on his chest too." Looking at the food, she asks, "Mom, what did you put in his meal?" The mother-in-law nervously replies, "I bought some shrimp yesterday. There were leftovers, so I cooked them all together." Tina shouts, "Shrimp! Don't you know he's allergic to seafood?" The mother-in-law responds, "I know, it was just a little." Jack quickly picks up the child to take him to the hospital. Tina follows and says, "Wait in the car for 2 minutes, I'm coming." Jack nods and leaves. As soon as he's gone, Tina angrily walks to the table, knocks all the food to the floor, and warns her mother-in-law, "I'm warning you one last time. My child is my limit. I stayed quiet before, but you keep risking his health. Stay away from him. You're not fit to care for him, and if this happens again, I'll have to ask you to leave this house." After saying this, she leaves. So friends, how did you like this story? Share your opinion in the comments.